Hello, I'm Howie Shareff. Welcome to another program from You Call This Yoga. Today we'll explore chair yoga for traveling. That could be the car, the bus, the airplane, or wherever you're going or staying. It's all about creating a nice spinal alignment and to be comfortable at the start and at the end of your journey. I'll start with sitting mountain as well as our props. What props? Well, consider using a pillow for your back that's appropriate for your body. Today this fits the chair. You may try something a little smaller just to create a little bit of basis for cushion and a vertical extension. When I sit back against the pillow, it gives me an indication that I could rise up against it. Also, the lumbar limbo roll. Remember where this goes? In the lower back. The lumbar area is just above your waist. It's a soft, cushy towel, nicely rolled up. It allows the lower part of my back to have a gentle curve inward, and that then corresponds to another curve, and then another curve, and another curve. So they're all connected. When we set the base, we can extend the top. Let's continue with mountain. The feet are pointing forward, flat on the floor. The knees are 2 fists apart or hip width if you're standing. Knees forward like train tracks with the thighs. Hips are positioned so that the tail goes under the limbo roll. The elbows rest by the ribs. The shoulder blades can drop down onto the back ribs, one or both at a time. The chin is level, head is over the spine. The crown projects upward. In review, the feet set the hips, the elbows set the shoulders. This is very important. Take a breath, press the feet, push the tail back if you have a roll underneath, if not, imagine. Inhaling and then exhale, drop the shoulder blades back onto the ribs. Practice breathing, just extending up, lightness on the inhale. Exhale, roll the shoulders back and down and ground. Continue. Creating a rhythm of the lower body setting the base, the upper body extending, and then releasing on your exhale. Notice that my elbows are still by my ribs. One more. And then settle. We'll continue. Part of the principle of driving, and in a safe manner, is to have good control of the steering wheel. If you're a passenger, well, you may not have control. If you take the hands in the 8 and 4 position on a clock face, that's what the Highway Patrol recommends as your safe driving position. Notice where my elbows are. If you put your hands at 10 and 2, notice where my elbows are, forward of my ribs. What's going to happen next? My body rounds, my head cranes forward, my lower back curls underneath. then the lumbar limbo roll doesn't feel so good. However, when I'm in this position, I can extend upward and let my shoulder blades drop down towards the back ribs. Keep playing with that. This could take a while to just get a familiarity with how your body can extend up when you breathe and down when you release. Keep rolling the shoulders. One more. And rest. Let's continue with the hand positioning and show how this is going to be healthier for you than this. Try to turn your head from side to side when your elbows are by your ribs. Relax the arms. Now grab the wheel at 10 and 2. Come forward and try to turn your head from side to side. Do you have a different range of motion there? Play with that. Elbows in, extend the spine. Elbows out, collapse forward. I have plates in my neck and severe restriction of movement. For me, this is very essential so that I can see traffic behind me to the side. Let's play with turning the head from side to side with a stable shoulder blade so that we can get a nice release of the neck on either side. How to do that? Ground the hands, ground the feet, extend the spine on the inhale, engage your left shoulder blade onto the back ribs, turn your head to the right, and return. Try that several times. Lift, engage, exhale, and turn, and release. This could be a core exercise to keep your body extended. Let the breath drive the movement. Fill the whole space when you inhale. Empty the whole space when you exhale. One more. We'll practice the other direction, this time engaging your right shoulder blade to the back ribs, turning to the left. Do you notice your range of motion increasing as we practice this? How about release of neck tension? Notice a difference from one side to the other. It's all possible. So let's roll the shoulders again in both directions. And go outside and practice in the car the basic positions and the head turn. Don't forget to bring your props. Welcome to my car. I'll demonstrate mountain pose and relaxing the shoulders and using my prop. Notice that I'm sitting up and my elbows are by my ribs and my hands are closer to 4 and 8 on the steering wheel. Look what happens if I just sit back. My elbows come forward. My knees drop away from center. Let me show you what happens with the lumbar limbo roll. Our friend travels. I can slide forward, place this in my lower back area above the waist. I can release the seat back a little bit. That allows my legs to lengthen. My feet can be flat on the floorboard or on the gas pedal instead of dropping at an angle. I can still engage the steering wheel at 8 and 4. My head is not tipped as much as it usually is against the headrest. And I could take a breath, push my tail underneath, and roll my shoulder blades. Try that. Press the feet, push the tail, take a breath, exhale. One more. Great. Shake it out. And what about this head turning? I'll take the limbo roll out. Show that my back is collapsing into the chair. My elbows are out. My range of motion is very limited. I'll place the limbo roll back in. Engage my 8 and 4. Can sit up a little taller in mountain. Draw my right shoulder blade in, and I'll turn to the left. So keep practicing that a little bit more. Extend on the inhale, engage the shoulder blade, and turn to the left. I can do the opposite direction, but I'll be turning away from you. Practice on your own. I'll do it a couple of times. I'll come up tall, engage my left arm, turn my head to the right. Just loosening up the neck. Engage, breathe, exhale. Try a couple more. Relax your shoulders, and we'll go back inside and continue chair yoga for travel.